And that always stick with me, right? Even during my time in deployments, like you got to think about logistics, how to get things from point A to point B. So with that said, as far as how I put that into the photo booth realm is, look, back then when I was doing the events, I had a truck. We brought all the bells and whistles. Nobody can do an event as good as me. Like they were all nice. I brought everything, right? However, as I was starting to see the average 19, 20-year-old kid that would work for us, they were in a hurry. They drove a Honda, and they can't really fit much in their car. And even their Hondas are packed because they got subwoofers in there and all sorts of crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
So I had to make the gear light. So everything needed to be standardized. And this is like the military brain in me. Like in the military, everything has to be the same because you cannot operate large units if shit's all willy-nilly, you know? So everything was intentional. Like you've been in my warehouse, like the prop bins, it took me months to figure out, oh, I'm not going to use a 20-gallon bin. I'm going to use a 10-gallon bin. They got to be this type of bin, this type of prop, this type of camera. I'm not going to use a wagon. I'm going to use a rock and roller R2, D2 type, whichever one, right? Like the specific type has to be that one. I'm not going to use this type of tape. I'm going to use gaff tape. I'm going to use this type of extension cord. We're not going to get a 50-foot extension cord. We're going to use 25-foot and 15-foot extension cords. Like everything is so standard. And you have to make it like literally a checklist. You got to break it down. Do you have the luxury, if it's just you? Yeah, you can bring all these crazy stuff that you see out there, like vases and tables and all this artsy shit to make your stuff look nice. Yeah. But go ahead and try to pack that in a kid's car. He ain't going to do that shit.
Okay.
So to me, I feel like I had to standardize, train to what I want, and then also like set it up in the warehouse. You know, we did so many drills that way. But I be very intentional with your gear, right? So like I see in a lot of the photo booth networks and stuff. Like, is a mirror booth a good starter photo booth?
No.
Hell no. No. Hell no. Why would you get that? Thing is huge. Right. It's a nice. We have photo booths. I mean, we have mirror booths. We actually have 2 of them. But no, that's just not it right there. You know,
even the 360 booth is challenging because of those stanchions you have to bring along. They take up a lot of space, brother.
Dude, yeah. And what? How big is your 360?